when you wake up early in the morning and you do not eat breakfast, and your goddamn stomach is growling and it's mumbling and it's a jumbling and it's a rumbling in the jungle
and it's eating your back.
It often makes me think about how our earlier ancestors did it. You know, like I'm talking like caveman days. Like you wake up hungry.
Talk to me.
Okay. And let's just say the day before.
Damn, I didn't get my water in this bitch.
You want to take a time out and go get your water?
No, go ahead. Then I'll get it later. Go ahead.
Let's just say the day before, right? We who we are, right? We got a family. We all living in the same establishment. And yesterday's dinner hunt, it didn't work out. We didn't get nothing to eat. So we went to bed hungry. Okay. And
I didn't go to bed hungry.
No, I'm just saying if we were back in the day.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah. And let's just say we couldn't catch our hunt. Okay. So we go to bed hungry. And you wake up hungry. So life is already set the timeline against you.
Yeah.
The clock starts, right? You're going on a day now without the proper nutrition. So you don't have much to worry about then, okay? The only thing you worrying about is making that damn belly stop talking to you.
Right.
So your priorities are already set first thing in the morning. It's not paying bills. It's not stressing out over what issues or what. Life already has your day planned out, and it's a simple one. It's called survive. Go out, hunt the grounds, kill something so you do not perish. And your cave-dwelling folk, because they depend on you. I just want to put that in perspective the next time people, when you wake up hungry and you can easily go to the refrigerator or your cupboard and get that fulfillment of food without even having to go out and hunt and gather. Look how far we have come to survive on this goddamn planet.
It's crazy.
Take it in perspective. We don't have to do that anymore. I mean, you can. My brother and I used to do it, but it was a hobby. It was a pastime. Hunting is now like something you do to sharpen and hone in your senses.
Hone in them skills.
Hone in them skills so you don't forget it.
So you'll never know when you need to know hunting skills and how to clean an animal and how to,
take care of yourself.
How to cape it out and how to quarter the meat out for transportation.
Maybe use the fur for some socks in the winter or some shoe coverings. Make a quiver.
How to tan the hide and use every aspect of that animal. But bone knives. You ever seen a bone knife?
Yeah,
I know you have.
Yeah.
Even a bone knife. Spears. The shit you get from one animal is crazy. You never know when you need those skills. You never know when you might need those skills. You could be traveling down a desolate highway.
Right.
And all of a sudden it's shit weather and then everyone's trapped, but there could be life teeming around you.
Or shelter or somewhere to stay warm if you had the proper tools and the knowledge and the know-how.
It's good to go back and learn some primitive skills. The first time we learned primitive skills, it was an eye-opener. How to clean a rabbit. How you could just cut a rabbit's head off and break his feet and cut around his proverbial ankles and just rip his hide off of him. Nice and clean, too.
Or just hold his back legs and just swing him.
To clear his guts out. Yeah, it may sound morbid or horrible, but when in a situation where your life is threatened.
But see, it wasn't so horrible and morbid then when we were doing that shit. Now that we have these big old huge processing plants and
Rabbit said, I'm out, canceling my trip now. You got a sense of there's some deliverance going on here.
Yeah, as soon as Quasi's ass gets out here, he will learn how to get his own dinner by hunting the land so he can appreciate what our ancestors went through.
Mm-hmm. He'll be here in salmon season. I think hopefully the wife can clear her schedule so we can get her back out. She wants to do salmon fishing.
I would love to try that. I got waders too.
Yeah, it's I want to say it's easy, but it's not. It's just a lot of action you got to do. It's a lot of paying attention, and then you got to watch others.
Yeah.
It stresses me out. I told the wife, I don't like salmon fishing. It stresses me out. I don't like being stressed out fishing. I like to have a chair, throw the pole in the water, or throw the line in the water, take my ass to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's fishing. Salmon fishing, you got to be aware. Trees, people, what your line is doing. Don't get it tangled with someone else's line. Constantly reeling in and throwing back, and the wife likes it. It's a sport to her, I guess. She sees it as a sport, which they call it sport fishing.
Yeah. I was paying attention to my surroundings too when I was walking, and I saw a bunch of worms on the sidewalk. And I thought, if you needed bait, right, in a pinch, man, you could just easily walk the sidewalk, get a few worms, and get your fishing game right. Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at things. I'm putting them in perspective as to how to keep myself mentally sharp. Like, notice some of this shit, because what if something happens where we're on our own for a few weeks,
right?
Or if you're on that highway and your car breaks down, and
how much knowledge do you really have
to survive?
Right.
Do you travel with extra water and some food rations in your vehicle when you do shit like that, or do you take it for what am I saying? For granted.
What's up, Cressy? Yeah, it's not as early as 8, but it's early here. We have a lot to do. We have a holiday weekend coming up. We have the 4th of July, 1776. We have people coming over on Saturday. We had things to do today.
It's 10:30 here, Chris. 10:30 a.m.
And then there's another thing, a topic that I like to bring up while it's fresh in my head is communication. How important communication is, and how anger can break down communication. How important it is I think the wife would be very proud of me today. We were dealing with someone who was in an issue where he wasn't being communicated to, left in the dark. And the people that put him in this position were painting a color about who we were as people and how we ran our business. And it was wrong. It's not who we are. And for months, this guy thought that's who we were. And the frustrations of not having answers and everything just built up. And it kept building up and it kept building up. So eventually, the frustrations were at the forefront. And he didn't know any other way how to get it out.
But to blow up because he was so angry. Now, you can't blame him. People handle these things in different ways.
No one's perfect.
By far.
No one has the best way to break the barrier of frustration into communication. And this guy blew up. Started calling me names.
And it forced me to take up residency and defend my brother's integrity. Because I don't take shit like that, Will, because I, in turn, will blow up.
And so as this guy is blowing up, I still did my job, finished my job. He comes back and he has a question because he doesn't know and he's so frustrated.
Yo, Tone Smith, it is early.
And he's thinking the answers that I'm going to give is just going to be because I said so. But he didn't expect that I was going to give him a direct answer under his stress. He was stressing me out. And so I gave him the educated answer. He couldn't look away from it. And then he asked me, so what's the end goal? Then I gave him the end goal. And it satisfied him enough to go, oh, I'm just so frustrated. I just hate this. And I had to say, I said, Brian, what's wrong? And he opened up about everything. I'm not going to discuss it all over the air because certain people watch this channel and we haven't had a chance to talk to this individual yet. But we will today. And he opened up all of his frustrations. After he calmed down, he opened up his frustrations and we had a decent talk. And my brother's all flustered. He's angry. He's protecting his brother. No one talks to my brother like that. Lamar went and set himself in the truck to cool off. Then he saw that we were talking and we were talking and then we were talking some more. He could sense the mood had changed. Mm-hmm. So he came out of the truck. And immediately he said to Brian, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said what I said. Brian said what he said and how he took offense to it. And we squashed it. But not only did we squash it, we started to uncover the truth of what was really going on and how we were being played against each other. And we fell for it. Because one person didn't bank on us actually sitting down to communicate. This person didn't bank on that. They spent the entire time building this wall so we don't do that. And we found a way around the wall. Now take in mind, my brother wasn't there for the months on end of the shit show that was going on. He was probably there for about one day of it. That was the first day we were ever there. He started to hear what was going on. It was like, holy shit, you guys have been had.
Hoodwinked, bamboozled.
And the more we talked, the more it got uncovered. And we started to realize something. We had more in common than we didn't. And when you find that out, and when both parties are on the same playing field and we're providing each other with answers that we had questions to for this entire time, we were like, okay, so where's the problem? And we sat and we were like, that's the problem right there. This individual caused us not to like each other because of their issues. Now, I want you to think about that. How many of you have been subjected to this? When Robbie and Synth Samurai had an issue, Synth Seeker Luke told us, don't get involved with it. It's all a ruse. It's going to ruin your channel. I didn't know these individuals, Robbie and Synth Samurai, but clearly Luke knew these individuals.
And he laid his expectations on us.
And he put his expectations on us, Lamar.
Just laid them right on us.
I wouldn't get involved with bringing them together.
It'll ruin your channel.
It'll ruin your channel. I wouldn't do this. It's a ruse. That samurai guy is toxic. His whole community is toxic.
The light blinds us.
So he tried to paint this.
Man, I scooted all out of my chair for that.
Yeah, you did. Shit.
I got into that shit.
So he tried to paint this picture on Synth Samurai. He painted a picture on him. I didn't know this dude. The only thing I knew from Synth Samurai was the universe put it in its power to show me a video he did. I believe he was in his car. And he said, man, I was over at Symptoms of Reality. Take in mind, we don't know each other. He just knows us from content. I don't know how he found the Monkey Island channel. And he was saying in his car, this dude does some amazing fucking drones. I don't know anybody who does drones as good as this dude right now at that time. And it was flattering for him to say something like that. But then I had this other person in my ear, this sickness,
this disease-ridden, lard filled of fatness, devouring a possible friendship already.
I didn't know much about Robbie. Don't do this. It's a ruse. They're toxic. They're going to ruin your damn channel. And I wouldn't do this. And I took this to the wife and I said, Meryl, this is what's going on. She knew about it. She was there for the conversation. Think I'm lying? Ask her. Yeah, I'm calling people out right now because this is what has to happen because of what happened today. You can't let sickness get into your ear. The wife was like, well, you know our rule. We don't judge anybody till we meet them for ourselves because it could be a reason why they're treating you like that.
And you know what? The fucking A, it just happened to me 2 days ago. A neighbor or someone told my brother and I that the guy that owns the General Lee car and the Confederate flag out front is a fucking racist and he don't like nobody. Well, us and me by myself sticking to our family code, I go introduce myself to this gentleman. The guy's from the inner city Chicago, never even seen the South, but he's a big fan of the Dukes and Hazzards and promised himself as a kid he was going to make a General Lee car. And he did. And I sat in it and I got pictures in it. And he and I are going to go right around the town. White guy, black guy. We're going to go to the most crowded place and we're going to get out of the General Lee so we can show people, fuck you. Now, if I had took that person's word for it, my brother and I, and said, oh, because this guy says so, that guy's a racist. Shame on me. Shame on me for not doing my own investigation and taking someone else's word for it. Losing out on a good friendship. Who he just texted me saying, come on by with your brother so he can get in the goddamn General Lee. Don't let people fucking give you their opinion about other people without investigating that shit yourself. And look at Monkey Island, look at the Renegades, and look at PSN. I don't see any fucking problems. People's health issues are not put at the risk anymore. No one's losing sleep about hurting the other one when they had a lot of shit in common already.
That wasn't in Synth Seeker's plan, though. Synth Seeker didn't look at that. Who was being hurt over it? You can look at Robbie and go, oh, he's got a channel. It's big. It's, he's nothing to worry about. And, this guy has a perfect life or whatever. People looking in the window from outside. You don't know what's really affecting anybody. You don't fucking know. He didn't know if Synth Samurai had the same feelings or if he was being drained or if his energy was being sucked from him. I'm sure he knows he didn't want to be in that fucking field, that anger state. So what was the toxic guys, and this is the same thing that happened to us today with the lack of communication. Now we're great friends and we've even bonded well with the guy with the guy in the issue today from a conversation. And if the Renegades and the Samurai are so fucking toxic, why did he say, okay, Monkey Island, we're going to make you continental? That's where the term came from. It came from him. It didn't come from us. And we were like, oh shit, okay. We the continental now? And we took our role. And he was like, I'll have the discussion on your channel because I feel like it's neutral ground. You don't really know me. You don't really know Robbie. We can have a conversation on neutral ground. We just have to have some rules in place. And those rules were Monkey Islanders, don't come out of your place. Renegades, don't come out of your place. Anybody who does, you'll get kicked from chat. And all you'll do is observe, which you should be doing that anyways when somebody has an issue that don't regard you. And the conversation that came from that entire thing, you could see where they were led to believe things about each other by someone else. Or it was just a lack of context. Or maybe there was some reason to be a little bit angry with the other, but it was no reason to not sit and figure it out. I shouldn't have to feel bad if I want to go watch the Pubness, or if I want to go watch PSN, or if I want to go watch the Bro Synth Network, the Renegades, the Synth Samurai. I shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable because I'm associated with certain people, and certain people have their own ideations
about certain people.
I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? Jervis said it perfectly on his show yesterday. That show is not all about synthesizers. His show is not all about synthesizers. Doesn't mean we don't want to be a part of some community, but the synth community in different eyes means something completely else. And we're not a part of that community.
Yeah, Rabbit is right. That behavior should have been left alone in high school.
In high school.
That shit should have been you should have learned from that a long time ago.
And if we're going to sit here and just keep getting mad at each other and we're not going to have a conversation, it's time to start Xing people off who are going to live in that environment, who want things like that. If we're going to sit here in back channels and talk behind people's backs and not address them about what we think about them, what else does that say about an individual where you go in the back channels? What about you can address a person right in front of their fucking face? Because if you don't do that, it's a little shifty. Now, I grant it, none of us are fucking perfect. We all got something to say, right? And some of us do say, whether we think it's hurtful or not, we say some things to our friends about another person behind their back, and your friends agree, and you guys are happy, but you're still practicing something, and that's being deceitful. If you want a person in your cipher, be upfront, but be careful how you say these words, or you'll fuck the whole thing up. And today has taught us both something. No longer will we hide behind certain things just to protect people's feelings. We're not doing that shit no more. You're going to know what we thinking, how we thinking, why we're thinking, and if we're wrong, come on the channel and tell us. And let's have a fucking conversation. I'm willing to put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I'm going to agree with it if I don't agree, but I'll hear it out and I'll respect it. I'll respect it at the end of the day, and we can still be friends.
But it's something to be said about those who just sneak behind and go through the grass, and we give everybody their opinions. You don't ever hear us on Monkey Island going against what people think about life, politics. You don't hear us interjecting. You don't hear us saying, This is what you should think, and if you don't, you're a fucking idiot. We don't do that.
Don't be texting that shit in my chat room. Don't you? How dare you state your opinion in my chat room?
We don't care what. That's the thing about a place of realness. We keep that shit 100. If you pro-America and you got your reasons about being pro-American, good on you. If you anti-American and you got your reasons on being anti-American,
good on you.
Good on you. Stop trying to dictate that shit on others though, because that shit just don't fly. We got some people, the twins are whitewashed. That's your opinion. It don't hurt my feelings. Oh my God, you live in America. They don't like you in America because you're black and your life matters. You didn't know? That type shit. You can't paint an America for me. I love what I love about this country. I dislike what I dislike about this country. I'll say it again and again until I'm blue in the face so you don't misconstrue what we are saying. If you don't want us to be friends with someone, it don't matter what you tell me in my ear, what you whisper, what foul things that come from your fat mouth. And yeah, it pisses me off. And maybe we need to have a conversation. Maybe we need to bring that person back on Monkey Island and figure out why that's even a thing. Enough of the sneaking around. Fuck that.
Why he said the things about certain people in our chat group in our family.
Echo said he an American synth renegade.
Motherfucking America.
Challenge that man on it. See what he do. Challenge him on his belief.
America.
And that's the thing. Everyone is entitled to their own opinions. And at the end of the day, that's all you have is your own opinion. But until then, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to still rock that American flag in my garage as I work out. I'm going to still have that boys in blue license plate because a lot of them people are doing fucking good. I'm going to still support the military. They could be doing some shitty things, true, but who isn't? I recognize the world that I live in. It's a dangerous fucking place. Not one person's going to have the answers for everybody, and everyone's going to have some kind of a disgruntled view on what's going on.
Yep, and they're entitled to it. It's your American right.
And a lot of people can't seem to get their head out of their ass and stop living in the fucking past. There ain't nothing in the past for nobody. I don't even know a nigga that's a slave.
Right. Wabbit said it best. I will say it. I'm not pro-American. Too much history for me to get excited, yet I deal with it. And that's the thing. You fucking deal with it.
You deal with it. Because that shit gonna come tomorrow in a whole different form for something else for you to deal with. Too many times do we get shit like from the past, but the white man do this and the white man, I ain't met a fucking white man that held me down. Point this motherfucker out. I get out there, I work hard, I get money in return. I don't look for any fucking secret agendas.
No excuses either.
This dude used to push a police car for years. Doing what some of you motherfucking cowards won't do. And if that hurts your feelings, get the fuck off Monkey Island. But we not tiptoeing around you motherfuckers no more. You're not gonna come here and dictate how we are on Monkey Island. You either love us or you hate us. But from the time we started this channel, we've only been about the people. And I don't ever want anyone to sway us off of that. We've been about community and music artists who don't get any fucking views where they should be getting tens and thousands of fucking views. How YouTube paints the music artists. We're all being had. We're almost a year in on lives, and look, we still at 1,000 something. Doesn't that tell you there's something wrong with the algorithm? Is our music shit? Be honest with us. Are we shit human beings? Do we speak too much truth? Samurai is a flat earther. There, he said it. You want to shun him? You want to tell him how wrong he is and what type of asshole he is? Do it. That's your opinion. Freedom of speech. At the end of the day, he lives his life, you live your life. You have no control over that. And for those of you who want to control people's thoughts and ideations, you're fucking weird.
And that's not even the judgment. That's just fucking weird.
That's just fucking weird. We live in some weird fucking times.
I had a doctor. He stitched me up when I got this dog bite, and he's from Ghana. And I don't know if he watches, but he got the podcast. He subscribed. I watched him do it. He says people tell him all the time, "Why don't you leave Africa? Get out of there. It's no good." He says, "Yeah, Ghana may not be what I want it to be, but I love my fucking country. And I hold dual citizenship. I go there and I come to the States. Ghana is not what, Ghana may be how the uppers run it, but Ghana for me is something completely different. And I find my good in Ghana the way I portray it. It's still my country. I love it." And that's what you need. You need your own perspective. You don't need to be sharing other people's fucking perspective on things. There ain't gonna be the perfect fucking country with the perfect fucking dream.
Right.
Because humans ain't perfect.
Nope.
So you can forget about chasing that wagon. You find your place, and like Wabbit said, you deal with it. Until you don't want to deal with it no more. Then you keep pushing. Find somewhere where you can deal with it.
And it's funny too, because we started early today. We never really do this. You can see how different this is. It's random, right? Yeah, we're gonna do more of this too.
Tone says he likes a little bit of fucking rage.
Who doesn't? And you know, I don't get me wrong. I like to take the high road too many times.
Oh, we all do.
Right? And taking the high road too many times can get you fucked up and not get a point across.
Yeah, it can.
But
people keep on walking over you until you do a little bit of rage.
But there are some people who will pick up that torch and do it for you, knowing the frustrations. I just saw this motherfucker come in the chat just now. And that's Hans Vogt. Hans Vogt will pick up the torch where you drop it and go, no.
We need to amplify this.
We got to get this point across, because I know what you suffer from. It's a bleeding heart. Although warranted, you monkeys, someone has to burn the fucking buildings down. And Hans Vogt will do that. You won't understand it at the moment, but when he's created something, it puts it all in perspective. Who's going to stand up for those who refuse to stand up for themselves? Who's going to let it be known that there are some toxic warriors out there who don't know how to control what they put in their mouth? Refrigerator defeaters. That's what we'll call them. Refrigerator defeaters. And there's some people in this comment section, they may not be here today, but they're in here. Watch your surroundings. Acknowledge who we say hello to and who we don't say hello to. We'll give you all the understanding as to who we don't want on Monkey Island. But if they keep showing up, fuck it. Give us the views. I'm not going to accept a view because it helps the motherfucking algorithm. Y'all know what's up. If you don't know, now you know.
Unless you 30 of those punk ass motherfuckers that would unsubscribe because he doesn't believe what I believe in. I wish Monkey Island was a pirate ship, because you know how many motherfuckers I would have walk the plank?
Sensitive motherfuckers.
I would strap a piece of fucking cod guts on their backside and make them walk the plank.
Monkey Island. It ain't for the fucking faint of heart. And we've been letting a lot get away. And we have to put an end to it because it's not representing what we want for this channel. We're going to be friends with who we're going to be friends with. And if it upsets you, you in the wrong fucking spot. If me saying I'm a hunter and I like to go out and shoot animals, how does that affect you?
Yeah.
If I have an American flag in my garage and some law enforcement memorabilia or some NASCAR plates just hanging about, a big ass safe with guns and bows, how does that affect your life? Who gives a fuck? That's my lifestyle.
Samurai and Wabbit said the plank option is very viable.
The plank option, we should have a fucking plank. We should put up a ship and then put the moniker who we don't want on Monkey Island, just have it walk the plank so everybody can witness it. Let the sharks deal with them.
Goddamn General Wabbit will use his sword, a general sword.
You know, and I ain't gonna put Rabbit on the spot, but Rabbit is the prime example of when he believes in something, he ain't trying to ram that shit down your fucking throat and then criticize you afterwards. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it on his channel. He's never once said anything ill about somebody other than witnessing some shit that we've all been witnessing and going, does that shit look right to you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Tone Smith says, honestly, I think this is the only way to feed the trolls. Don't call them out, make them obscure reference, and let the dumb people figure it out.
Yeah,
Can't hold everyone's hand always.
No, but I'm calling out Sin Seeker. That's been called out. He's been called out.
Yeah. He talks shit about Davey and all that behind his back. It's being called out today.
Baby legs, Garen, that's been called out.
A lot of dudes that fucking offend people in our chats to no end, to say dumb shit like that. It's being called out today.
It's been called out.
I agree, Tone, but when people listen, sometimes you just got to know who the fucking snake in the grass is, and goddamn it, that's the snake in the grass.
When you talk about someone's gender and they want to be a woman wants to be a man wants to be a woman.
Ain't none of your motherfucking business.
And you got to go in the back channels and talk about that shit.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.
Eat a big bowl of dicks.
Because it's not your motherfucking life.
So why are you commenting on it? Today's one of them days.
Today's just one of them fucking days.
I don't give a fuck.
And this morning, it set it off properly because there are back channel whisperers who prevent people from having a conversation. And it could have ruined my business today. So that's what we're talking about today.
Tone was like, oh shit, I was working. I missed all that. I'll catch you up to speed later, Tone. You're fine. Just go back to work, buddy. You just keep doing your thing, buddy.
You ain't got to live no one. See, this is the problem. People think they know what's right for others. But what they should be saying is, hey, look, sir, ma'am, you have one life on this planet. What do you want to be and what do you want to do and who do you want to love? That should be the only thing out of anybody's fucking mouth.
Rabbit said the truth hurts, but the truth can also heal. T-Sketch says, all worried about someone else's life. Mind yours. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Your life must be so motherfucking perfect, right? You got it all figured out. So you bored, you sit at home, you think thoughts and you go, I need to go fucking help somebody else out with their shit.
Yeah.
Because my life is teemingly perfect.
This motherfucker said fat thoughts. He ain't lying. Why does everybody want to make it a point to get in your shit and go, that's not right. That's not true. You shouldn't think that. You need to think in the past. Think the past, man. Well, the past ain't going to be corrected.
Roy says, my boy RDV says, the truth shall set you free, brethren.
It sets you free and it gets your feelings hurt at the same time. But I mean, that's what we need sometimes.
And that's what that person built.
We need somebody to hurt our feelings. That shit is good for us. We don't, if you win a match in a championship, right? You get the first place trophy. If you came in second place, try fucking harder.
Now, real quick, T-Sketch, right? Her relationship with her wife, they can't go nowhere. People fucking giving them shit. How dare these two women marry each other?
That's my life. Your life is my life, and it affects me. I don't care if you're an adult. I don't give one shit about that. But you need to live to my fucking standards.
That shit's gonna end today on Monkey Island. We ain't playing that shit.
And every time we see something that looks toxic, smells toxic, walks toxic,
I'm putting it out there. I'm not playing it.
It must be a toxic duck.
Not playing it.
And then the people will know never to come here again with that bullshit. Because this is symptoms of reality. We all live in this construct together, and we're gonna have to fucking figure it out together. But we gotta get rid of the fucking gatekeepers, the whisperers, the snake in the garden. You shouldn't love America because you're black and they don't love you, and they're out to get you. There's nothing to love here. That's the only picture they paint. And they don't see nothing else.
Later, Wabbit, get to work. We got you from here, my boy. Don't you worry about it. We'll put it down.
Get to work.
The general has spoken.
Which that dude does more for this fucking channel.
No, only a small amount of people know. But that motherfucker is the general for a reason.
Salute. What does Sammy say? Slew, slew, slew.
Anywho.
Yeah, we'll open the floor up. If you guys got any questions, we're not going to be staying much longer. But shit, let us know.
Come on up in this motherfucker. Come on up on in here. Talk to us. If you ain't tied down. Share your thoughts. Let us know what you think.
But I advise everybody, don't be walking on eggshells no more. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck eggshells.
Here's what's funny. I like watching Echo Craft in his car just completely melt down and come unglued. Fangul!
Fangul.
To watch that dude rant about something. And
he gets it.
And then have to go deal with the renegades. It's like Echo is the adult dealing with a bunch of fucking children.
Mm-hmm. He's daddy Echo. Dealing with Sammy and his goddamn
shenanigans.
His shenanigans.
He's dealing with children. The wife goes, I feel sorry for Echo dealing with these kids all damn day. He got to get off work and deal with some fucking kids
Papa
all day.
Echo. Don't worry, Echo. You always have a seat over here at Monkey Island when you're tired of hanging around with them children. Hans Vogt constantly in the fucking back rooms vibing out.
What's up, Jervis? Yeah, we're just getting some things off of our chest, Jervis. You had to go back and catch what we were talking about. But essentially, you know, there's people that hold information from other people causing hate and confusion. And we had that this morning when we went to go see a client, and we cleared the air after the frustration settled. And we figured out we were being played by somebody, and it was all because of a lack of conversation. And that's where everything starts, is a lack of conversation. There's just people out there hell-bent on setting the divide versus
bringing us all together.
And it seems like it's getting more and more out of hand. We're even adapting to the scheme, and it's working.
The news does it all the time. The news will tell me that I can't go to different countries because they don't like me there. And people actually believe it. What's going on? You're over there reading. We got one of our youngsters shooting off at the hip.
We got Samurai on some, I don't know. It's hard to make out if he's on some bullshit or he be trolling me, but some custom Renegade Harley Davidson being made. Partnership in works. Clubhouse being built. Leather vest being patched. He's trying to get us patched in. He's starting to, Samurai starting the clubhouse, y'all. The Samurai will never grow up. That's what I admire about this dude. His imagination will stay free, vivid, wild, and he will live it out.
And untainted by impurities of Twinkie brain.
And I was just saying what you were saying yesterday, Jervis, if you didn't catch it. But these channels, most of them aren't just synth shows. We have a lot more to provide. We have conversations that need to be discussed. It's not just music. Just doing music is not going to get you along on the YouTube algorithm. You have to be a jack of all trades. You have to be willing to do more than just music. And I believe Jervis has found his niche with his cats and his understanding of synthesis, but yet get out of his confines and go move about the fucking earth and show us some sky. Cornish wave music.
Oh yeah, the Cornwall scenery.
You know, Cornish is doing some different things. I wish he would go live more if he had the chance. Synth Samurai does a random shit. He just does random shit.
I don't know what happened to Reggae Samurai. Who the fuck knows what happened to Reggae Samurai?
Echo Craft just rants and raves and is just Echo Craft. Hans Vogt is very secretive and he flexes 24/7 with a flexed back. I don't know how that man don't get tired, but he does that. T-Sketch makes awesome beats. Mango C4 makes awesome beats.
That dude is born before his time. I mean,
sampling skills is ridiculous.
Yeah, he needs to take his ass back to the 50s, and I think he's reincarnated.
The Crazy Rabbit is a fucking phenomenal musician. We got Homegrown in the house.
So much to come together for versus then being divided by.
The Roy Droy Void, who's a man who knows many of things.
Who is probably deeply connected into our black budget for all I know.
I think he still worked for CIA and he's just here.
He just here just
shilling like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. If there ever was a spy, it's got to be fucking RDV. That dude, he just know too much.
Well, Echo said at the age of 65, he has the mindset of a 20-year. They told this man to grow up. And Echo's like, fuck you. I'm an American synth renegade fucking warrior. Now let me go play. What else is this man going to do with his time? Like, is he going to sit there in a corner and just be like, I don't know. Or is he going to go have fun and put money into his hobbies and go out there and earn a fucking paycheck? Isn't that the American way? Didn't he just explain to all of you, if you watch his channel, what America means to him? I just want somebody to take their ass to a third world country to go see what your freedoms really fucking look like. Yeah, they may be dwindling a little bit. Yes. I can get in a debate about that. But at the end of the day, your bitch ass gonna wish you was in America.
Hey, I keep telling, take your asses to Papua New Guinea and see how they run shit over there. Go live in Iran and go wear a goddamn garment around your face at 120-degree weather. Go to somewhere where they dictate how you live, literally. Go to China, go to Russia. Go see some of these places. Go do your goddamn data analysis, comparison.
It's time to act. like you give a fuck. It's the reason why we moved to Indiana, right in the heart of America, surrounded by good old-fashioned Americans. We've got some level-minded liberals here. We've got some level-minded conservatives here. And we get along. There's no far left and far right around here. Not where I can see. And it's not what I want to see.
Jason said he loves America.
It's a lovely fucking place. And yeah, I may weigh more on the conservative side, but hey, that's just the way I was raised, I guess, if you want to paint us in the box. Because if you live a certain way, people say you're conservative. And if that's what you want to say,
I just say I'm living.
I don't give a fuck how you label it.
Yeah.
I'm just living.
I'm just living. I'm neither or.
Having a grand old time too.
I am not politically affiliated. But if it helps you to get around or get an idea of where we stand, that's your prerogative. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not politically affiliated, me personally. I'm just a goddamn American who chooses to see America in his own perception. This country is heavily flawed in my eyes in a lot of different agendas and ways. But every country is. The key word today, I'm gonna hold on to it today, is what General Wabbit said. Fucking deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to deal with it, bounce. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
It's to the point now where I just don't give a fuck anymore. I kind of go back to when I used to be in the gang at a real young age. And I had a mentality when I was in the gang. I don't give a fuck mentality.
Yeah, shameless. Just shameless. Showing up in the chat. Shameless.
Shameless. And I don't give a fuck no more. I just don't give a fuck no more. And when you see Monkey Island go into I don't give a fuck mode,
it's a bad day for the opposing side.
Because you all know how balanced we are here and how patient we are with situations.
But even the monk is entitled to use the word motherfucker more than 200 times in 1 hour podcast. Ain't that right, little baby Buddha?
Ain't that right, little baby Buddha?
Big titty, fat pop, belly, long-eared motherfucker.
But you just start to see what YouTube can do with in a very short time. You can see what YouTube can do to people. You can see how people don't want you to associate with other people, how people feel about other people, how they want you to run your channel, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. You can see it. Putting their nose in your business. But for those of you who are here and you're here because we offer something that you like and it's entertaining you, you're welcome. And thank you for being here. But then if you leave here and then you go, I fucking hate this channel. I hate the way it's going. I hate the direction it's going. It's stupid. They shouldn't be trying to evolve into different things and experiment. Who does that? That's fucking stupid. Give me what I want and give it to me now.
Echo Craft says, yes, it is my dad brought me up to respect the flag, to respect this country, to love God, and respect my fellow human beings. He was a World War II hero and veteran. That was my dad, an amazing man. Fucking patriot is what he was.
My son just joined the Navy, Echo. We just sent him off to the Navy. We watched him graduate high school. He chose to go to the Navy. Couldn't be more proud of him. America.
T-Sketch Beat says, I love this community. Thank you for showing up and holding space for people like me. You motherfucking right, because it's people like you that hold the space for us. You fucking patriot.
I'm still waiting for Jervis to come visit us because I know he loves this country.
But he can't come visit me until Jackson and Tom got to be in the fucking. Because he's not. Yeah. See, to me, Jervis is just a representative, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest here. Jackson and Tom hold the weight. Those two cats have morals. They have drive. They have commitment.
They run the show.
They shit where they want.
They run the show.
They eat when they want.
They run the show, man. But Echo is onto something. You shouldn't be ridiculed as a far-right extremist just because you have an American flag. That's just some crazy, wacky shit. It's wacky, I know. Echo, I know it's weird. It comes from weirdos. They now shun you for loving your country. I mean, it's a reason why we have a flag, right? When you go and watch a football game or you go and see the World Cup, are you not supporting your home country and wearing a flag? So why can't you continue that throughout the entire year? What agenda is being painted there? I don't understand. Help me understand why that's even a fucking thing. Why do you get shunned because you love your country? I don't see the shit you see because I choose not to see it because there's no difference being made. I'm going to see what I see, what I love, and why I have that flag on my fucking property. But you as an individual have every right to say, oh, it's stupid and I wouldn't do it. And you know, America doesn't love you because you're black. And your fucking phallus is fucking big.
I said people out there running their mouths and not doing the research. They're not doing the homework. It's easier just to run your mouth and do the research.
We have some family down in the South. This might blow your fucking mind. Every time a rebel flag comes up, and some black people do own rebel flags, it was more than just slavery. Go back and go look at a Malcolm X speech about fucking Democrats and slavery and the Northern Yankees and the government holding your hand and owning certain parts of the land. There was black people fighting against that. They didn't want the government in on shit. And yeah, there were some misdeeds. Slavery would have been abolished through time. But that rebel flag meant I am a rebel against this fucking government. I will rebel.
It's what the Dukes and Hazzards did. Dukes and Hazzards wasn't racist. Bo and Luke Duke were not racist. They had black friends.
And yeah, there might have been fucking trophies of some sort. I don't know.
But
they had black friends.
They was rebels. They always outran the law since the day they was born.
And you could just look at that flag and just think one thing, slavery. That's fine.
That's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative.
And yeah, it has ties to that. No one's going to take that away from you. But it's all about how you choose to view it.
There were some black people that was telling us the real shit about history out there through their family lineage on how they fought against the North and what that shit really meant. Now look at us. Anyone want to beg to differ? Look at us now. Look how well it came out for us. Go watch a Malcolm X interview and a speech on Democrats and Abe Lincoln. How well do you know Abe, good old fucking Abe? He wasn't trying to get rid of his slavery, not his programs, but y'all don't want to hear about that. You don't want to hear about how people in Africa were cutting off heads of innocent Africans and eating them and pillaging the peoples. And they said, I'd much rather get on that fucking boat than stay here. Yeah, there were some kings selling them too, but look at how bad the life was. Everybody around the continent was being slaved all over the fucking globe. That shit would have been abolished regardless. Look, it has been.
African kings out there selling their own people,
cutting their heads off and drinking their blood.
They wasn't teaching me that in the history books and when I was going to school.
Go look at some crazy Ethiopian cultures and the religion and how Christianity was forced on them.
Shit, look how the natives here before we got here were treating themselves. Decapitating each other, killing each other. Natives were killing each other well before the white man showed up.
Samurai said, why does the UN use flat earth maps? It's a good question. What if we live in a firmament? You ever think about that?
Let's what if every goddamn thing today, because we in that particular mood. What if the grass is not green? What if that shit is actually purple?
Is the sun, is the sky really blue because that's what we see? I don't know. But that's the beauty of
coming to your own goddamn conclusions with your own research, right? And not taking nobody's goddamn word for shit anymore.
The freedom of having your own ideation and belief. No one can ever take that away from you. Even if they think they're proving it to you, why would you want to take someone's ideation away from them? It's not yours. Believe in what you believe in and leave it at that. Why do people feel like they have to conquer other people's ideation? Why? If I see an elephant in the room and you see a gorilla, so what? Mind your own fucking business. Live your life. Oh, wait, but my brother said, you got your life figured out, so you want to go and push your ideas on other people. That sounds like religion to me. Believe in my religion. Oh, you don't have one? Here, this is perfect for you. Get the fuck out of here. You got one life on this fucking planet. If you don't live it the way you want to, not for others, believe what you want to believe in.
And make the best of it.
Talk to who you want to talk to. Love who you want to love.
And make the best of it.
Be the best version of you. And if people don't like it, and
then fuck off.
That's it.
Or walk the plank. You know what? From here on off, if you don't agree with somebody because you too goddamn egotistical and you can't get out your own way, you're going to come here and we're going to make you walk the plank.
We're going to make you walk the plank while a finger's in your butt and one on your taint. Just so it rhymes.
Yeah,
so it's even more humiliating when you walk the plank.
They call that a bowling grip, my boy.
A bowling grip.
That's what they call it.
When you walk the plank, I want y'all to picture this. When you walk the plank,
it's a bowling grip.
You're going to have a finger in your butt and a finger on your taint.
Maybe these two, because it's a bowling grip. And we're going to make you walk the plank. Just like that. Just. I got to get out of here. I got to get my damn boys.
You got to get out of here.
I got to go to Costco.
But this was a very enlightening show. This was fun. I'm probably going to get some DMs about, oh my God, I'm never going to come to this channel again. They're going to synth summarize me. They're just going to
says that's
unsubscribe.
That's a Welsh Celtic move. You got
you got to show me what that looks like.
What that's about.
Jervis,
I have no history on that.
On your next show, you got to show me what that looks like, sir. Y'all make sure if you're new here, T-Sketch, go check out Get Jervis, check out Sid Samurai, Echo Craft, Hans Volt. You don't know any of these people because I haven't seen you in their comments, but it's a tight-knit community and they will come watch your stuff. I promise you. This is where you want to be. We are a tight-knit family. We may not be there every day, but when we show up, we show up.
I don't think we'll be on later today, Steve, but welcome in.
Go check out Steve too, T-Sketch. You got a lot of people to go and get your name out there.
Yeah.
We will remember your name, and the more you in here, we show love. That's just this community. But fear not. The one thing you will know, if we have an issue with you, we'll be addressing that with you straight in your motherfucking face. And you won't have to hear it from someone else. It's funny, too, to prove my point before we get out of here. I used to lurk on Jervis's show for a long time, long before Jervis even went to fucking Hardware Jams. When Jervis only had like 800 fucking subscribers. And I'd sit there and I'd lurk on him. And it wasn't until he went into Hardware Jams is when I started noticing a lot of people from Hardware Jams starting to go in. And I told myself, I even told Jervis this. I sat there and I lurked the entire time. I don't know why I wasn't dropping comments or thumbs up, but I finally got around to just doing it. Don't know why I did it. Maybe I felt like I should have done it a long time ago, and now everybody I know that's going over there, I'm like, oh shit. Now I put myself in a situation, it's like I look like a follower when I really wasn't, when I was there long before. And it's funny how we put ourselves in certain situations because of what other people think or what their subscription says.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about that timing.
You don't want to be left out. It's timing too, you know. It's a lot of variables, but it holds me accountable for certain things. But it also shows we're human and we're not fucking perfect.
Damn, this dude, he's fired up, you guys.
And we gotta just stay away from these people who think they have the answers for every fucking thing and they're perfect in every way.
They ain't got the answers for you. Nobody has the answers for you. Listen to what I'm saying. Really listen to what I'm saying right now. No one has the answers for you.
Steve, can you put up T-Sketch's link so everybody is aware?
Get her some subscriptions.
Get her some subscriptions.
Go check her out.
Some views. And I don't know if Mango C4 is in here still, but
that kid is something else.
That kid is something else.
That boy's on fire. I feel like I need to go change that dude's diaper. Yeah. He's so young.
Y'all go spend. This woman puts in hours of hard work. She owns
I think it was 7 hours at one point.
Right? She owns multiple restaurants. So that's already fucking taxing. Then she finds it,
the energy
to go in on her passion. And there's just not a lot of people there viewing it and giving her that universal energy
to keep going.
To keep going and say, yeah, what you're doing is right. I respect it. Now, I know all of us ain't going to be sitting there for no fucking 7 hours. That's just fucking crazy.
But if you can do it, God damn, you a fucking admiral.
But at least show some love and get her some more subscriptions. It's just a subscription. And hit that fucking bell icon too.
Look, Jason just subbed.
There's Mango C4, another young, talented artist.
I'm telling y'all, that boy is reincarnated. I don't know if he mixed or something, but he got more soul in his body than I know most cats got in their goddamn pinky finger.
I don't know how that came out, but
me either.
I knew where you was going.
I just wanted to say the boy's talented. Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah. Huh? I know we got on early. He has to go get his kids. Tomorrow is popcorn night. Submit a jam. It could be something old, something we've never heard before. You don't have to create something new. Let us go back in the past and see who you were in the past. Show us some of that old talent.
I like that old stuff. I think maybe we'll play Humanities or some of our old stuff that we have in the playlist, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but thanks for coming in too for the newcomers and those who are still lurking. There's quite a few lurking. You know, go check out some of our channels. Go check out Get Jervis. Check that dude out. I mean, I'm there because he does nice fucking content. It's good shit.
I'm there because that's the only man I know and friend that I got that can play with two pussies and talk at the same time. I mean, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm just going to be honest with you. The man is talented.
Yeah. But Jervis, yeah, we still waiting for you to come out here. You got free room, board, food. All you need is a plane ticket. Bring the kids, bro. The house is plenty big.
And if you bring, particularly if you bring Jackson with you, if you bring him with you, just He may not go back with you. Just, I don't know. Just take that as you will.
But he definitely ain't coming in the studio shitting all over my synthesizers.
Not the way I seen him shit all over your synthesizers.
I know what kind of show you're running, Jervis, and it's very I don't even know how to rate it sometimes. It's very unpredictable.
What I'll tell you what, when Jason comes, he's gonna have that chair over there.
The captain's chair, yeah, he is.
And we, I don't know what we're gonna get into that day, but we'll
let Jason decide.
We'll let him decide.
Yeah,
he's got if he can take bourbon, if he can drink bourbon. There's a lot of it, different bourbons here. He's going to try, I'm sure.
He's probably gonna beg and plead. Look, you fucking monkeys, don't ruin my charisma and my name.
Right. But we're gonna jam it out.
You guys aren't tamed. You're wild fucking monkeys, and I don't know what to do with this. So let's keep it copacetic. He might say something like, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna say. Living in the future, or am I trying to manifest it? Maybe I'm trying to manifest.
He said we're gonna jam that taint.
Oh, we're gonna jam that taint then, Jervis. Let's go. Shit.
Jervis gets here, we're gonna make a track, okay? We're gonna build a track. I already know it's gonna be fire. I already know it's gonna be fucking fire. We're gonna build a track, and we'll probably he'll be one of the only dudes that'll ever make me put something on Bandcamp. I promise you. And we'll put that shit on Bandcamp, and we'll just let that shit.
If you want Jervis to see, Jervis is a great salesman, and I know he knows I give him shit about this because he does it so well. But if you put anything in front of this dude, he can fucking sell it. Tell me I'm lying, Jervis. He's a marketing fucking genius.
That dude could sell a big ass brick of ice to an Eskimo, no problem.
Hands down. Convince the Eskimo I need this fucking ice.
It's not like your normal ice. Yeah, you got some back at home, but this ice, this is Fiji ice, sir. We love you guys. Be kind to yourselves. Be honest with yourselves and your friends and your family. Don't hide in fucking holes anymore. Be your true self. Don't let anybody hold you back from it. Have the courage, have the balls, have the twat, and make that shit happen.
It's a small community. We need each other to grow. Not sit around and wait for some algorithm or some magical event to happen. We have to be responsible for each other. There's no reason why we can't love each other, trust each other, and take this to the bitter end. Zero reason for negativity in our lives. We got to be on this positive train, trust in the universe, manifest our ideas and wishes,
and watch them come true.
Pay it forward. Do something nice, because it's the small things that are going to change the biggest problems in these worlds, or on this world. We can't forget that. It's more than music. It's community. It's the love behind what we do. Respect each other's ideas, ideations, wishes, beliefs, faiths, religion, politics. The earth is flat.
Bigfoot is real. Giants are real.
UFOs are going to come save us. I don't fucking know.
The Easter Bunny should not be birthing eggs, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. Let's look beyond the bullshit, take the blindfolders off, and we'll see you tomorrow on Popcorn Night. Love, bye.